You get to choose the life that you want to live. This reality, it's whatever you make it. In order to reshape yourself, you have to look at the things that you're addicted to. And the thing about addiction is being under the influence allows emotions under the surface to arise that we already just carry innately. Our brains are naturally troublesome. Most days, I find myself blissful, enjoying the moment of whatever surrounds me. But those days that I find myself more worried, my mental exhaustion or anxiety being more present, or I'm just generally more reclusive, it's because I'm being presented something subliminally that I must face consciously. Usually, I go and journal, or I sit with myself and try to figure it out. Anxious thoughts that we don't perceive to be rational are just a light of consciousness shed on a shadow aspect of ourselves that we're ashamed of. But when you allow these thoughts to surface and hold a present conversation with yourself, reminding these past thoughts that they aren't truly what reality is, over time, you can teach those thoughts a reality of your choice, rather than consciously telling yourself the same lies that you've repeated to yourself your whole life. You can perceive life to be a series of symbolic happenings. Life is not meant to be taken so literal. Life and death can be looked at literally or symbolically. If you're not happy, you're not really living, are you? I mean, we've never seen a real-life zombie, The Walking Dead, but humans being brain dead and soulless, existing around us, can be taken literally. They look just like us, normal everyday person, but internally, mentally, emotionally, dead. Not every day is supposed to be a high, and not every day is meant to feel good. We become so addicted to feeling happy that we'll do anything not to experience stillness. Some of us become so addicted to pain that even in moments of contentment, we remind ourselves of what we heard about to experience that nature once again. This life is so full of natural highs, and once you perceive life like a child again, and you stop relying on drugs, alcohol, money, sex, and the media to make you feel good, just ridding them from your daily or weekly use, you'll notice even the smallest things will bring you just intense amounts of joy. I'm not religious, but I've never been able to deny that there's something out there. And whether you believe in God or evolution, somehow we spawned into existence. I believe most people have lost touch with what it truly means to be human. Most of our society lacks mentally, emotionally, but most of all spiritually. This is controversial, but it's just an opinion. Religion was set in place to attempt to save humanity once the decline had already begun. A functioning society will always have its flaws. I'm not denying any religion. I believe the fundamentals of each religion can have some common ground, but some are more corrupt and controlling than others. My point of all this is, we've been told our whole lives what to believe. Gaining wisdom from those before you is great, but following guidelines and conforming just makes us all the same. How often do you learn something from a knowledgeable source rather than a viral post or video that you just scrolled upon? It's up to us as people to take our power back. It's not lame to be smart. Society just told you that being a nerd is kind of cringy, but knowledge is power. And I'm not saying to revolt against established religions. I'm saying it's best to think for ourselves for once. So while we feed more and more into the media, we're promoting this shit. Hop on the bandwagon if you must, but personally, I want to experience everything there is about being human. But don't just listen to me. I took some interviews of the people around me, like-minded individuals, and I want you guys to hear a second opinion. I came up with a series of questions. What do you like to do for fun? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see society in 10 years? And what does it take to be human?
My first question is, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to read and write. I like to play music. I like to hang out with chickens, and I like to organize events.
I like hanging out with my friends. I enjoy making a lot of art. I really like listening to music.
I like to skate. I like to play music. I like to go in the woods. I like to play in the dirt, especially. I like at trees.
I do jiu-jitsu.
I like to be outside a lot for fun. I recently picked up surfing.
I like to skate, play guitar.
I like to hobby hop a lot, and recently I've been to hobbies that are considered more productive and not just frivolous things. I like to create things, so. I like to do art in a lot of different mediums, and I've been into gardening and like cooking, so kind of just like things that have end products, you know?
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, hopefully I'll be doing something similar to what I'm doing now, just on a larger scale, that has a larger impact on the community and the people I care about. Turn people from showgoers to organizers, turn people from strangers into family. That's
Turn a community into creation.
absolutely.
Just developing a lot more skills. Things that I think will help me, like in the future, like making your own clothes, stuff like that. Well, that's kind of like what we're built for, is to learn new things. And I really enjoy like learning new skills, you know.
With my own piece of land, my cat, Mister, somewhere that I can still serve financial comfortability.
I want to be doing art like in the forest.
Now, where do you see society in 10 years?
I think we're gonna have a rebound. I think we're so far to one end of an extreme that as a nation, I think we're actually kind of getting brought back together. And I think we're gonna see some changes in the next few years. We got a lot of young people coming up that are gonna make some changes.
I think we're on the bottom side of the coin. There's the mainstream culture and the counterculture. Mainstream culture is obviously going downhill, especially here in Florida. But every time action happens on that side of the coin, equivalent reaction and equal reaction happens with the counterculture. So in a way, we're the strongest whenever we're oppressed. So I feel that we will hopefully stick together and build together.
Hopefully, we get a lot better at taking care of our planet, how important the earth and like community is.
Probably just community building. As long as we have a strong community, that means we can help each other out a little bit better, and if we all work together, we're bound to get out of this hole.
Support and community. I want people to be able to come together and like just have their own little like communes. That's all I want. I want to have a commune with my friend in 10 years.
And I think a lot of people are gonna stop assume everything needs to be bought or like made in a factory and forget that a lot of stuff can be done at home for probably just as cheap.
You know, as a community, I hope we come together, and I hope we, you know, stand up for ourselves. And in a time of need where everyone might be down that drain, hopefully we'll come together.
What do you think it takes to be human?
I don't know, just listening to your thoughts and being able to say them.
So, you think that consciously our thoughts are part of the human experience. How do you think they manifest in the physical?
You just keep it down deep inside and never say anything, and that's when you're like not really human. You're just kind of like there. But then like if you actually just start using your brain, because we're like the only mammals that can actually do that and actually think and shit, and then actually communicate shit instead of just kind of doing whatever the fuck everybody else is doing and just asking yourself what you want to do.
The people that do want to, you know, go through life and actually have a purpose, you know, the people with a purpose need to have those obstacles, the lessons that they need to learn in order to become a better person.
Community, and I like village-like mentalities, and I find those things human. Like when you can walk into somewhere and I can look at a business and see the owner, I'd rather spend my money there because that feels human than rather like walking into like Walmart.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is about damn time to get the fuck out of here. How long does it take for Leah to get kicked out of the mall parking lot? Mall security, you can't even touch me right now. I'm fast as fuck. It's the shades. Bruh, that looks kind of promising. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I kind of want to like look at it. But like, snakes. If I had big girl boots on, I would fucking go and raid that bitch. This is where my phone has been. Ready for this? Bet you're not ready for this.